Okay, so Bob Barker and Bob Marley, it's the epic showdown. Okay, wait, let me restart, but I'm driving right now, so I can't really. I'm not gonna restart the recording, but I'm restarting what I'm saying. It's the epic showdown of the Bobs. No, I'm the better Bob. No, that would be me, actually, says the other one. And if you already don't know by the first exchange who we're even talking about here, I'm pretty sure you don't even remember the Battle of the Bobs. Okay? Obviously, Bob Marley and Bob Barker. How would you not know those two? They're infamous classic Bobs. So they're like, no, I'm the better Bob. Obviously, that I'm associated with weed. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows me from weed. And then Bob Barker all like, he's like, well, I'm Family Videos. I am Family Videos. America specifically. I am the funniest. And then Bob Marley, you got me there. You got me there pretty. That's pretty good. You actually did get me there on that one. And then I don't know where it comes. Bob Ross actually. And then he's like, Bob Ross is all like, hey, I feel like I should be in this competition too. Why wasn't I invited? And Bob Marley was like, oh, we kind of didn't invite you because we thought you might win actually. So then Bob Ross is all like, well, yeah, I could win. I do paint pretty good. I'm a pretty good painter when it comes to that. He's like, yeah, you even got your own Kappa. You got Kappa Ross. How could we how could we compete with that? And just then, right when he said Kappa Ross, Ross from Friends actually jumps out of nowhere. He's like, hey, I heard we're having a Ross competition over here. I'd obviously win that because I'm the best Ross there is. And then he's like, no, we're not actually having a Ross competition. This is the Bob competition. What are you guys talking about Ross then? I heard Bob Ross, you dumbass. Bob Ross, you dumbass, interrupts Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder, he just came out of nowhere and says, he says it's a Bob contest, you dumbass Ross. Get the fuck out of here. Go over to the Ross competition. They're like, yeah, so I'm Bob the Builder. I'm pretty good at building stuff, you know. My tools and stuff come to life. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't really watched the show in a while, even though I star in it. But and then I don't know where it comes. Danny from Full House. He's like, hey, I heard we're having a Danny competition over here. And they're like, no, we're not. This is not the Danny or Ross. What the heck? Why are you guys here? This isn't the Danny or Ross show. This is the Bob of the. This is the Bob best of the Bobs. What are you doing over here? He's like, well, actually, my real name's Bob Saget, and they all in unison. Bob the Builder, Bob Marley, and Bob Barker. Also Ross from Friends. They all um they all in unison say shit. But right when they were all saying shit and all like surprised, Ross from Friends, he ran away. So then it's just they're just the Bobs there now. And then they're like, shoot, should you even be hey Danny, should you even be allowed to be in our competition, because more people know you as Danny Tanner from Full House than they know you as Bob Saget, because you know the Danny Tanner, he's pretty infamous. He's like, well, actually, people know me as Bob Saget. I'm pretty sure. My mom knows my first name. I also did host the American Funniest Home Videos. That was me actually, not Bob Barker. Man, what the hell, Bob Barker? Why did you say earlier that you host America's Funniest Home Videos? He's like, I got confused with The Price is Right. I really like America's Funniest Home Videos. That's a pretty good show. Yeah, I hosted The Price Right. Ah, man, said Bob Marley. That probably bumps him up a little bit over me. But Bob Marley said I am actually the number one Bob on famousbirthdays.com. And then they're like, what does that have to do with anything? It's famous birthdays. Nobody really cares about their birthday. He's like, actually, on the famousbirthdays.com, they actually have on that website, they actually sort by first names too. It's not just famous birthday. They also do first name sorting as well, along with the birthdays in tandem. So what you're saying, Bob the Builder? Bob the Builder says, like, what you're saying is that you're the most famous Bob that was born on your birthday? No. I'm saying no, says Bob Marley. I'm the most famous Bob. Like, out of all the people named first name Bob, I'm most famous. And then I'm also the most famous on my birthday. But it's two different things, but it's on the same website. Oh, says Bob Barker. But yeah, I did post the prices right now. Actually, funniest home videos. Bob Saget's like, yeah, that was me. I did it for like 2 seasons or something. I did it for like 2 seasons, and then out of nowhere, actually, they just hear some music start playing, like bing ding ding wee 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 bing ding ding wee wee, and then it's Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, can you believe that? He's like, hey, I'm actually the most famous Bob up in this. Yeah, I'm the most famous Bob because I made music and stuff, and that's what I'm known for. And then Bob Marley was like, shit, I also made music as long as being the weed guy. And then all the other Bob the Builder's like, shit, they got music and these got music and weed. What are we gonna do against that? Bob the Builder's like, oh god, here we go, folks. Who's gonna win the battle of the Bobs? Bob Barker, Bob Marley. We got Bob the Builder, Bob Saget. And just then, Al from Toy Story. No, not from Toy Story. That was Tim the Toolman Taylor. Al from Tool Time. What the frick? Home Improvement. Al from Home Improvement comes on. He's like, hey guys, I also guest starred as America's Funniest Home Videos host. I also did it a couple times. Should I be in this conversation? And then they're all like, what? We're not talking about the best America's Funniest Home Videos host. We're talking about who's the best Bob. And then Steve Harvey comes out of nowhere. He's like, hey, you actually weren't the host for America's Funniest Home Videos. That was Family Feud when I was sick back in 1982. Oh, shit, says all the other Bobs in tan. They're like, oh, shit, dude, you weren't even the host of fucking America's Funniest Home Videos. Get the fuck out of here, Al. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Holy shit. So then Al leaves. And Steve Harvey's like, so, hey, I heard we're doing Family Feud hosts. This is the best Family Feud host. I don't remember when you guys hosted, but maybe when I was back in the sick and Al didn't feel like doing it. Maybe you guys did. And they're like, no, this is the best Bob competition. Steve Harvey's like, oh, okay, I'll just get out of here. I'm actually going over to the competition for the worst host for the beauty pageants. Actually, I'm in that running. I'm pretty sure I got that one locked up. If you know what I'm saying. Oh, and all the Bobs are like, yeah, you probably do. You probably do, says Bob the Builder. That was a pretty big mess up from you. And Bob the Builder's like, hey, why am I the only one that's animated? What the heck? Is this best of like regular Bobs or animated Bobs? Bob Barker's like, that is a good question, actually. Let me read my rule book right here. According to section 2, oh, yep, all Bobs are allowed, animated or real. So you're allowed in. So, day of the competition comes. And